Holidaymakers have spoken of the terrifying moment a huge earthquake shook the Greek island of Kos and the nearby Turkish mainland. 2 people were killed on the island and up to 200 others were injured in the region. The quake, measuring 6.7, struck Turkey's Aegean coast while people slept. It was centred just south of the popular resort of Bodrum and to the east of Kos, which bore the brunt of the damage. At least 10,000 British tourists are staying in Kos. Olivia Kinsley reports.
Running for their lives in the middle of the night. In the minutes after the earthquake, there's panic in the streets. People who've been out enjoying the evening, not knowing where to flee for safety. In Bodrum in Turkey, a shop camera captures the moment the tremors begin. British tourists staying on the Greek island of Kos described how their hotel rooms started violently shaking.
The rooms just started swaying up and down, and you think, you know, that's not normal. Then complete confusion of what is going on around you, and then just absolute, you know, terror. I mean, my mum was next to me, and she basically jumped up and was like, "We have to get out of here."
And there was a lot of screaming and crying and noise and hysterics coming from the hotel.
Daylight revealed the destruction left behind. This bar in the capital of Kos came crashing down on tourists, killing 1 man from Turkey and another from Sweden. More than 100 other people were injured on the Greek island and hundreds more in Bodrum in Turkey. There's also heavy damage to roads, buildings and a number of historical sites. As the 6.7 magnitude quake rattled this hospital in Bodrum, staff and patients crawled under desks in fear. For the rest of the night, doctors were left wheeling people out into the streets to treat them. While across the city, others set up their own makeshift beds outdoors, still feeling the aftershocks and too scared to sleep inside. Today, people have been queuing up to leave Kos, where there are currently thought to be at least 10,000 British tourists and thousands more in Bodrum. One woman from Eastbourne, who's on holiday with her daughter, told 5 News she's been trying to contact her travel agent to ask them what to do, but has been given no support. She's desperate to go home.
It's just going to be a nerve-wracking night in here. I don't want to go back into the room. I don't want to go back and get changed to go out and have something for dinner. I'm not letting Jade go in the room to collect swimwear and stuff like that.
From the crowds at Kos Airport today, it's clear many tourists are feeling the same. Shocked, shaken and desperate to get home.
So Olivia joins me now. Olivia, what does this mean now then for people who are there and who might want to leave, and for people who are booked to go but who might not want to go anymore?
Well, as you can see from the pictures at the end of my report, there are a lot of people who are deciding to end their holidays early and go home. And also a lot of people here, I'm sure, who've got holidays booked to those areas who are now going to be very worried about whether they can still go and whether they should still go. The first thing to say is that if you do want to still go, you can. Kos Airport was closed for a short time this morning, but it has since reopened, albeit operating with some delays. And in Turkey, in the southwest around Bodrum, those areas, the airports there are also still operating. Big holiday companies like Thomas Cook are saying that the majority of their hotels are unaffected, but that if there is any structural damage, they will look to move people. If you are still, though, worried about going and you're thinking maybe you don't want to, we spoke to the Association of British Travel Agents this morning, and they said that holiday operators are trying to be understanding.
If the hotel is up and running and the aircraft are going, which they are, then strictly speaking, if you choose not to go, your tour operator will be entitled to charge you a cancellation fee to cover their costs. But I think they're trying to be flexible here. Obviously, those were very shocking images we saw, and a lot of people will be worried. So I think maybe have a chat with the tour operator concerned. They will be doing their best to reassure you and be flexible. I think it's more of an issue for people who travel independently.
Well, this couldn't really have happened at a worse time, of course, for British holidaymakers. It is the busiest time of year for holidays, and there could be tens of thousands of people affected by this. The Foreign Office is saying that there is some possibility of aftershocks, but their advice is really just to take advice from the local authorities wherever it is that you're thinking of going on holiday before you go.
Thanks very much, Olivia.